What you got there? That's a big stick you got there. Hello.
Stick delivery for you.
Hello. Hi. Oh
like,
my
he's like somebody's
God.
talking to me.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude. You gotta let me know when you start filming. Why am I back here? I'm not on the clock.
Dude, it never gets old. Looks beautiful.
I'm tired, Grandpa. I'm tired, Grandpa.
It's beautiful.
I don't want to do this anymore, Grandpa.
Why is it always just us walking these streets, man?
I don't know, man.
Walking these streets. All right, where are we going right now, Josh?
I ask myself that question.
No, actually answer.
Oh, I think there's something for it.
Some sort of recruitment mentorship event for our program.
1 second. I don't even know what this is, but it looks good, so I'm taking it.
I'm here for the food.
Always here for the food. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
Food review.
Food review.
We're getting a wow.
This is a department event. I can't give ratings for this. You get paid by this.
Can you get a shot of
I'm not. No.
There's two
I
types.
can't
There's two
always
types
be
of
eating.
people.
I can't always be eating.
Look at the
always
dress. Look at the dress. And you still eat it. So somehow it's nearly halfway through my first year of residency, and I've been having a lot of conversations recently with my fellow interns from all across the country, not just the ones at my own program, about this sensation of buyer's remorse. And the reason for this increase of frequency in these conversations and emotions is probably due to the fact that we're at far enough along in our time in our brand new cities and environments to have an informed context of really what this means for the next 3 to 4 to 7 years, depending on what residency you're in. And for each individual case, there's a lot to be excited about, and also there's a lot to be afraid of, and especially in the conversations I've been having, a lot to be maybe desired from other places. And it all comes back to this natural inclination of people to just ask the what if questions when they make a huge little delineation in life. Like, what would life have looked like if I went down this separate other fork in the road? And I think now, especially for those who are in the residency interview process and especially will be in the ranking process, I think I finally have a way to help you guys figure out what is the right residency place for you and what that entails, so you can rest assured that you selected a healthy and happy residency program that is the best fit for you. But before we talk about all that, a quick word from a longtime partner and sponsor of this channel. I've said before numerous times on this channel, and I still stand by it, practice tests and practice questions are by far the most efficient and powerful way to prepare for your standardized exams, something medical training has a disappointingly large amount of. But in order to lighten the load and help you excel on your tests, I am proud to partner with TrueLearn, the sponsor of today's video. TrueLearn is a data-driven test prep resource with a 100% pass rate trusted by top institutions such as Stanford, Mayo, Harvard, and of course here at Yale. Their smart banks with questions written by content experts give you the tools to succeed on your crucial board exams throughout your medical career. As a medical student, they offer prep for all your CONLEX and USMLEs, including shelf exams, but it doesn't stop there. You have the same attention to detail and world-class practice test questions for PA, dental hygiene, MA, NP, nursing, OT, PT, speech therapy, pharmacy, and pharmacy tech licensing exams. For my residents in particular, you have all the resources for your in-training exams such as the ABA Basic for Anesthesia, ABSITE, ABEM, and much more. I've been using some of their smart banks to prep for my anesthesiology in-training exam in the spring, and I've been blown away by their performance analytics, real-time national benchmarking, and thorough explanations that help me to learn the most from even my most facepalm-inducing reducing incorrect answers. With thousands of questions for each exam, you will be sure to have all the knowledge to knock your exams out of the park. If you would like to try TrueLearn, use code NDMD25 for $25 off your first TrueLearn subscription. Again, that's code NDMD25 for $25 off TrueLearn's incredible smart banks. Happy studying, best of luck to everyone prepping for exams as they watch or listen, and thank you so much to TrueLearn for sponsoring this video and supporting this channel. The big things to consider when choosing a program are 1, place, 2, proximity, 3, culture, and 4, the people. It's getting really cold really fast in Connecticut. This is the first day I've had to double jacket. Just a poor boy from the south out of his element. Great segue to place. This includes the city itself, but I'm also gonna chuck in the unfortunate reality of program prestige here, just because the more I've gone along in my medical training, the more I realize that is important in some aspects. Are you a big city person or a small city kind of person? Do you value space or more attractions and events? And big thing too is what opportunities does your city and your program give you after it's all said and done? How important that is to you and your specialty of choice is definitely a question you should ask yourself here. Next is proximity.
I'm not sure. Is it an Italian restaurant?
It's like really like big cocktail menu.
Insert in action.
Stop.
Behind the scenes. Now I do think that it is a red flag when a program advertises itself in the proximity to the next nearest city, but I do think it is important. New Haven is a less than 2-hour cheap train ride to New York City, which allows me to meet up with friends who are in the city, like Clara, Piers. It allows me to attend events when I can, or just escape my city of residency after a really tough rotation, even if it's just for the day. Also, something I should have weighed way heavier in my residency decision making is proximity to a major airport. Again, I'm from Georgia. My family and a ton of my friends are still in the South, and I got a ton of friends on the West Coast. But because New Haven only has a very small regional airport, traveling outside of like New York City or Boston can become cumbersome and very expensive. Your ability to be close to people and places that really make you happy plays a huge part in your enjoyment in residency, especially in the very brief moments that you're free. Josh, you are such a
No, he looks like he belongs here.
Josh, act lowlier. I heard someone at the bench. I was like, yeah. There goes my phone down 40 floors. Yep. Yes. 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 A little happy dance for food.
That's like the worst part. Yeah, just like
Look at that. 150 yards away. That's my pitch mark. And that's my ball. I'm getting better.
Throwing darts.
But when you can't leave your city of residency and you gotta make do with what you got, because that's probably where you're gonna be spending the most time, you gotta ask yourself, what kind of culture do you want to surround yourself in during this time of training? The first event.
Every single intern is here.
It sounds obvious, but some programs are going to be more academic focused versus workforce focused. And plain and simple, some programs actually care about wellness versus some couldn't really care less. Thankfully, mine has this wonderful blend of clinical emphasis as well as academic opportunity, allowing for personal emphasis of one or the other without it really ever feeling like it's being forced on us. Our program also goes out of their way to celebrate all the interns and get us together even in the midst of our very, very busy schedules during our first year. Although it may be difficult to piece out over just a single interview, do definitely look to the past residents because odds are if they're happy and really well trained, I could think it's a safe bet that you will also have a pretty similar experience when you go there.
Hello.
How we doing?
It's Christmas time, apparently.
Oh wait, hold on.
Can you tell he's a pediatrician?
Christmas time is here.
One part with a fellow influencer, or probably more so than me at this point. Look at this.
Don't forget our lovely mascot today. Hello. Hi.
And lastly, you should really take a look at the people at each program because I truly believe this makes or breaks a residency experience. As much as we all hate to admit it, med school definitely felt like high school 2.0, the drama, the gossip, the cliques, and to be quite honest, in residency, ain't nobody got time for that anymore.
Look who I found. I wonder who wrote this. Looks familiar, huh? Alright, so I got an interview here back in the day. I would be here all the time. Be here all the time if I matched here. A different life, a different world.
Let's go fight.
Visiting Tyler, you guys probably recognize him now from his own books, his multiple collabs on Instagram. He's now a pediatrics resident at UNC Children's and one of my best friends coming out of said hecticness of medical school. As someone who in another life was definitely a pediatrician, even though I still probably want to do pediatric anesthesia, you need people around you that will not look at you sideways when you act like a silly goose. Literally.
Minions! Tonight, we steal the moon!
It is said that you become most similar to the 3 to 5 people you spend the most time with. So why not be at a place that tells you that the world is your oyster? Why not join the army of silly geese if that's who you are? If you find a flock that will appreciate you for everything you bring to the table, your experience, your talent, your stories, that's exactly where you want to be. And this part is kind of a gut feeling during your interviews, where when I was ranking Yale, it was definitely this gut feeling of objectively there were a lot of programs that may have been better, but this place accepted me for everything I brought to the table, including this whole thing. And instead of questioned it, celebrated it. Instead of asking me why, they asked me, what did you learn from all this? It's a place where I can wear my bluey scrub cap and everybody looks at me like, yep, that's the pediatrics guy, not what in the world is wrong with you. It's those kinds of people that you want to be around, you want to work with, you want to work for, and take all that together. It's going to be so much easier to learn as a resident doctor when you're at a place where you found your flock.
I might transfer.
Honestly, I think they're taking people for the team.
You know what? Let me stretch. I can be the kicker.
Maybe the kicker?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, pediatric dentistry.
Yes!
Welcome. You did it.
Dude, I got almost that wrong.
Technically, that is
Tyler, you're a great tour guide, by the way. Just saying. Old stomping grounds. Go heels? Question mark. Cheers.
Cheers. Good heels.
Always. This is pure southeast. I miss it. Me on November 1st. Never too late. Or never too early, really, for Christmas.
Mariah Carey.
We're filming a little short that will probably be on our Instagram. Collaborated. This is pediatricians versus anesthesia.
Sticker?
Chinchilla? Question mark? I don't know.
As I continue to settle down in this new city that is many thousand miles away from home and trying to push myself out of my comfort zone, going to new experiences like the Yale basketball game or something I probably never would have done, I continually have these questions of, did I make the right decision coming here? At times I find myself frustrated that there's no events that come directly here. I have to travel to other big cities to go to a concert, sporting event. When anybody offers to visit me, I'm like, no, just visit New York. I'll take the train there, because I feel like New Haven as a tourist destination is not, I guess, not the most attractive thing in the world, with the exception of the architecture and the history of Yale. And especially now on the other side of the whole match ordeal. I talk with a lot of fourth year med students and I help walk them through their own dilemmas of where should I spend the next few years of my life, all the way down to the trivial things like how's the dating scene there. And it causes me to ask the questions of myself. Have I followed my own advice by coming here to New Haven and Yale? But the reality is no residency program will ever be perfect. It's never going to check all the check boxes. But I absolutely do believe that no matter what happens, you end up exactly where you need to be. And I'm a little bit calmer now in this part of my life because I've been in this situation before where I've questioned, like, did I make the right decision? And there's already been 3 or 4 examples of that going exactly how it needed to be.
Sonny.
Yeah,
Hi.
it's like literally a minute or 2 drive. We could walk, but then sometimes it's a little long for him to do all of that, so Yeah.
You are so photogenic.
Yeah, man,
what?
this is a nice thing to be close.
Whether it was my decision to leave University of Georgia to come to my BSMD program, whether it was my decision to stay at Medical College of Georgia instead of applying out, or even the major thing of leaving the pursuit of orthopedic surgery for anesthesia. Because even when making those decisions, the future was horrifically unclear. I am really, really glad I made each of those decisions because it ended up placing me exactly where I needed to be in life, in the people that needed to be in my life, the environment I needed to grow, and gave me experiences that I could have really never imagined. Call it God, fate, whatever higher power you believe in. It does work out. And that's my biggest piece of advice for every fourth year out there. It works out exactly the way it should be, and there's a lot of beauty to be observed exactly where you end up and where you are. Find your flock. Good luck to everybody applying and interviewing right now. And stay tuned for a lot of holiday stuff coming up in the next few weeks in my videos and on my Instagram, so stay tuned.